Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Madlad. Hello YouTube. So I have been talking to Twitch and Kick exclusively here because my dumbass forgot to press the record button. And let's get into it. I've been going over the rules of no spamming, no links, being respectful and just having fun. I have been going over the content of what you can sorry, what you can expect from me during my return. And then I mentioned that I finished school. I finished high school, okay. I'm an adult though, so no worries there. So let me tell you why I was absent this long. First things first, I was burnt out by the schedule I made for myself. I made it absolutely horrible, and it's my fault. But I'm back. The next reason is I was focusing on school so that I have some good grades, which actually paid off. I had really good grades, comparably to my older grades, and I was also trying to learn properly for the leaving exams for my school. Let's just say that wasn't the whole time. I started learning for those 2 weeks before I actually had to do them. I don't recommend it, it's horrible. Honestly, I don't know how I made it. But I did it. Let's go. So I finished school and I'm going to college next year. To be frank, I wanted to go to art college, but I was so dumb that I misunderstood the assignment. That's also on me. So instead I'm going to electrotechnician school. Let's see if I actually enjoy it. Because while I'm an artist, I also enjoy technical stuff. One of the subjects of my leaving exams was PC stuff, and I got straight A there. Unlike with art, imagine getting the worst question for it imaginable. I got a D for that one. But at the end of the day, I still passed, so I'm very happy for that. And we'll see if I actually enjoy the college. I'm going to try again to get to art college, but if I enjoy the electrotechnician stuff, I will actually stay and finish that school. So it's so weird now having an artist be like, fuck it, I'm going electrotechnician. The next time, I may work in a nuclear power plant. That would be wild. I would enjoy that, actually. I would have stable pay and time to make art too. Okay. Enough with the jokes about school. Let's move on to something else. Okay, fine. Let me finish the story. So I finished my exams on the 22nd of May. The question you might be asking, why didn't I stream right after that? One thing, I wasn't ready with my assets and the multi-streaming integration. As you may know, I was using Restream before, or you may not know that I was using Restream to multi-stream. However, I figured out it's much better to just use stream elements. And I finally figured out how to make the stream notifications work. So if you follow, you'll probably appear somewhere in the left upper corner. and it will make a sound. I didn't make my own because when I tried making my own, they just didn't work. So I just found a preset that I liked. I don't know if it matches. It matches with the color theme because it has a good contrast. I have like blue, purple, and those notifications are pink, so it goes at least along. But let's go. Unless, like, if you haven't noticed, I actually have a new background here, and I'm very proud of this one. It's so good. I'm proud that I made the screenshot. Okay, I am not at all proud of this one. That was a joke. I basically took a screenshot of a dorm in Honkai Impact 3rd with the furniture that I got for spending money. Like, in how there was an achievement for spending or rather buying X amount of gems in Honkai Impact 3rd, which would give you this furniture. and I somehow reached that number, so well, here we go. But it's really nice. I like the color scheme there. It looks much better. It's not as bland as the one I had before. The one I had before was more grey. So, now, what was I doing between May 22nd and today? Well, mostly nothing. I was just slacking, basically. I honestly didn't feel like doing anything. I just needed to recharge after those exams. After leaving exams. Because guys, starting to learn for them 2 weeks before is like really not recommended. Because I had to like work on 5 questions per day on average. And that took like 12 hours, so I had like 3 hours of sleep. Unless I decided to sleep into the night. And, well, skip lunch. Sometimes even dinner because I just slept so long. So I just had a midnight snack and that's all. Then I was dying in the morning of hunger. So I actually ate something. It was horrible. That was the worst part of my life, to be honest. Learning for leaving exams. And having that paired with poor mental health because I am a fucking Gen Z person. Because of course Gen Z people have so much mental health problems. It wasn't great, honestly. At times I just wish I would have just laid in bed and started rotting away. Oh, sorry for that dump. Well, that is over. Everything got a little better after I actually passed. So, that's fine. So I just kept sleeping between May 22nd and I think like June 1st or something. Yeah, it was a long time and I'm still trying to get rid of my sleep deprivation, which I had deprived myself of sleep for fucking years. It's not just those 2 weeks. Like, I'm so sleep deprived. It will take me years to get rid of it completely, and I will never get rid of it completely probably. But that's fine. I learned to live with it, and I'm not even falling asleep in a day, guys. I'm just use willpower. Just lock in. I'm just locked in, you know. Well, anyway, the next thing I did between May 22nd and today was Metal Fest. Yes, I had been on a music festival. From Friday to Sunday. The past week, it was incredible. I must recommend you small music festivals. They're incredible. Even if there's like bands that you may not like on some of the days, or maybe the genre, the subgenre of the of the music that the festival is about, may not fit your taste. Small music festivals are still great, especially the small ones, because the big ones have like multiple stages. So if you want to see your band, they may be on the same time as another band you want to see, and you have to run around so much. And with a small festival like Metal Fest, there's actually only a single stage, so there's only one band performing at once, and you can just enjoy the whole thing. However, I suppose I'm cursed, because every time I went with Dad on the Metal Fest, I I don't know why, but the weather was shit. Like, we go there with a friend from Dad's place, and to be honest, like, I can't believe what he said. Every time he was there, it was like piping hot weather, and they people were without t-shirts, and they were sunburned every single time. And when when I and Dad started going there, it's just raining. Fuck. Rain. just rain. It happened last year, it happened this year. To be frank, I enjoyed the last day of last year's Metal Fest so much more, because my lower back wasn't killing me. Sorry, I just had to drink a little. Yes, my lower back is killing me because of school. That's also because I was learning for the leaving exams so fucking much. Like 12 hours a day. I was sitting on a chair for 12 hours a day, and I was trying not to not to get up and stop. Like, I was trying to still keep working on those questions. I had to do like 50 questions out of 70 questions. I had like almost 20 already done before, and I had been doing them in classes. But Jesus, that was horrible. So I have a so my lower back started hurting even before then, because I had to sit all like so long at the desk at school on a chair. That was absolutely horrible. Like, that chair was shit, and I had to sit on it like 8 hours a day from Monday to Friday. You all know it. You all went to school. You all know that feeling. And me with my stupid health, which I did not take care of. I am pretty healthy and pretty fit for how I live my life. I'm talking like thin. I'm actually fucking thin in real life, so that's good, aside from my thighs. Guys, I'm so thick, it's unreal. So my lower back got fucked when I was sitting on a chair 12 hours a day, trying to learn for leaving exams, even more than before. I was hoping it would end. I genuinely wanted to give up when I was like every day. I just started complaining, like, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to give up. Please spare me the suffering. Because, like, the PC questions were actually quite nice, because there was a lot of practical stuff, which I like it took me like an hour to do one, compared to art, which I'm sorry to any one of you who wants to do leaving exams from art. If you don't like history, then please reconsider and do something else. I learned that the hard way. I only picked it because sorry. I only picked art because there was like the practical part, which was absolutely easy. While I did not get A from that to contribute to my final grade, I still performed really well on that. Let's just say it's just because of my lack of practice with traditional arts. I'm a digital artist. I know anatomy and I know perspective, and working with traditional tools just is a thing of the past for me. I had forgotten how to use most of them, aside for crayons and pencils. I still use those, like, in the day. It just depends on time and on my mood, if I want to do traditional. But I I do digital, so that's what fucked me over with the with the practical stuff. But I still got a B from that, so I'm happy. The teachers were really nice. But that is like 40% of the grade, and I would say not even, because the effort I had to put into the practical stuff was like minimal. Do you do reaction recommendations? Wait. I don't think I've ever done that before. While I've been here like 2 years ago, before being on hiatus, I am still pretty new to the space, and I I don't think I've ever done that before. If you if you were so kind to tell me about what you mean, I I may consider it. Yeah, I may consider it. It just depends on what the thing is. By the way, I totally forgot where I was. Well, that's fine. Oh yeah, I remembered. It's okay. Oh yeah. If you, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but I still had not fixed the microphone issue. Oh, you mean that? Okay. I think I may do it some other time. I'm just trying to enjoy like my return stream. But I think if you wait, where could you send me the link? I have sorry. I have a rule where you can send links in the chat. So I'm wondering where you can send me the link to that. And I think I'll get to it another stream, but I'm down for it. I think you can text me on X. I believe I have my DMs open. Wait, let me look. So you can find me under medlet_studio on Twitter, and you can send me the link in DMs, and I'll try to think when I will do that. Okay, so I'm down for it. Feel free to send me on Twitter. I should have that linked on Twitch too. I don't know if the Twitter link works on a Kick. I tried fixing it many times and I still couldn't do it. So wait. Hold on. I will open Twitter for you. Wait, let me move. Jesus, it's been so long since I've opened any tab. Sorry it takes so long. I need to surf on the web. Please tell me I don't need to log in. Okay. Let me turn it on. I don't really want to dox myself. Wait. No, it will be fine. It will be fine. Yes, there you go. So, let me make it a little. Whoa. Wait. There. You can send me a DM on Twitter. So, feel free to do that, and I will react. I'm down for it. I don't know if you'll be satisfied with my react content, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the reactions about places are fun, I think. Whoa, I think my overlay got kind of cooked. Okay, let's go. So anyway, I was telling you guys to not pick art for leaving exams, because the practical stuff, while it is fine, I'm sorry, I completely forgot where I was. Yeah, the practical part is the easiest thing. Like, the effort you have to put into it is so minimal compared to how long it takes and how much work it takes to work on the questions for theory, because questions from art are actually just history. Like, if you don't like history, don't do it. It's horrible. One question from art took me like 3 hours, and I wished it was I wished it was over every single time. I honestly don't know how I did it, how I managed to do it, but I did it. I passed the leaving exams. I should finally stop talking about them, because I wasted like 40 minutes already. So anyway, back to Metal Fest. I really enjoyed it. While I wasn't there early on Friday. What was Friday? What was the date? Yeah, like, it was very recent. Friday was the 6th of June. And that's when Metal Fest started. And I was there, and I was I was so glad I could be there. It was like my last thing before, the last thing I do before I returned. Sorry. And to be frank, there was Lacuna Coil that day, and I missed it. And it's not like I'm not a big fan of Lacuna Coil. I never really listened to it, but I would have loved to see them. I don't know what they're up to today, but at least I would have a cultural experience. So we arrived on Metal Fest really late on Friday with Dad, and by the time we arrived, our friend was already drunk, just like last year. And let's just say, he gets a little weird. So, last year, he got beat by 3, I think, Polish guys, because he was just dancing so wildly on the stairs and pushing everyone in his drunk state. So we had to, like, me, Dad, and other people around us, we had to stop the 3 guys so that they wouldn't actually, like, kill him, you know. Well, he lost the raincoat he had on himself, and he had a bruise on his face, but he was fine. And he went again this year, obviously. And this year I threatened him that if he was being weird, if he kept being weird to me, I was the one to beat him. Sorry, I would be the one to beat him. I didn't beat him. But I said it as a joke. We never got to that point, which is good. I don't like beating my friends. I'm sorry. Never done it, never will do. It's just shit. It's a bad thing to do. But yeah, he would have deserved it. For all the stuff he almost did. Well, he would have gotten real hard punches, not gonna lie. So Friday was a little wild. And this friend, over the course of the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, he was judging me for how fast I drink alcohol. Like, I'm obviously 19, and I can drink where I live in Central Europe. So I just drank, and I have a pretty high resistance to alcohol for some reason. And when I get drunk and start getting sleepy, it usually takes only a little while for me to be a little more sober again. And there was a specific drink that costs a lot and that people really like the taste of. I don't know the name in English, so forgive me. In Czech, we call it kozičky. It's like, if I were to translate it word to word, it would be like boobs. I'm sorry. It's just weird. I don't know how to translate it. It's an idiom, obviously. So it's kind of, unless you have a word for that drink, I don't know what it's called in English. And everyone drinks it really slow. And to be frank, it tastes like juice, which turns bitter, which has a bitter aftertaste. And I could drink that bad boy in 4 minutes. If I tried to be slow. And they were taking like 15 minutes to drink one. And every time I just put down the cup, the friend looked at me and said, "You know that costs money, and I need to work to get money." And to be frank, he was judging me, and I just had to laugh at him because he always asked me, "You want kozičky?" And I was like, "If you don't mind." And he bought me like 3 on Sunday. And every time he just kept judging me with his eyes and and expressions for because I always drank it so fast. So that's my alcohol experience on the Metal Fest. To be frank, Friday was like my brain stopped. I'm sorry. Friday had the best weather. I actually like, that's another part of the funny story. Oh my god, it's so horrible. I'm so sorry. So, me and Dad, we wanted to stay on a university campus in the dorms for students, because at this time of the year, when there's Metal Fest, they are open to the public. You just have to like not rent it, but just sign up to be there, and you have a chance to get the stay, but it's likely you won't get it. And we tried to get a room, and the communication with the person was so horrible. like Dad was communicating with the dormitory person, I don't know, with the manager. And at first we wanted to stay at the new dormitory campus. Fuck, I don't know what I'm saying. We wanted to stay at the new building of the dormitories, and we had to wait really long for a response at all. And when we got a response, they said that we would have a room on the other side of the city, which was super far from the place where Metal Fest was taking place. Like, the place is at one end of the city and we would be on the other one. And like, we didn't want it, so Dad tried to negotiate that we would be at the new building, which was super close. So we waited a long time again, and it turned out that they said that we don't have a room at all. Last year we stayed in a car and we wanted to actually have a warm place to stay, where we would dry our things, but unfortunately we had to stay in a car again. So we slept in a car, and like, it was pretty warm from Friday to Saturday, but from Saturday to Sunday I was freezing in that sleeping bag. Oh, that was horrible. I was literally curled up into a ball, and I had my sleeping bag like almost closed with a hole to let me breathe. But I was freezing, like I was wishing it would be warm and it would stop raining. Which didn't come until the morning. In the morning it was warm. Before it rained again. So we had our things completely wet. Everything. And I made the big mistake of only taking like one pair of pants, one pair of shoes. And well, let's just say, while I didn't fall into the mud like last year, my shoes were all muddy, and the bottom of my pants was also quite muddy. There was so much mud. Well, I decided I actually slipped last year on the road, which led to the stairs. This is a weird sentence, but I don't know how to better say it. The road led down to the stairs that led to the podium, to the stage. Well, it was a long way down after the muddy road, but let's just say it's not really safe to traverse when it's raining, or after it has rained. It's very easy to slip. And last year I slipped with my mini donuts, and I was really sad because like I lost half of them. This year I actually could enjoy all of them. I didn't fall down with them. I didn't fall down at all this year. I was so happy. But I had to take that same route that I slipped on last year. And it was much easier with my hand, with my finger not being broken, and I like, I'm sorry, it was horrible last year when I had my finger broken. This year was absolutely incredible, though, aside for the weather. On Saturday, I actually finally got the full experience of the mosh pit. I was you know how there's a circle down below the stage where people just fight each other, run around in a circle? Yeah, I was there this time and I got photos. Dad took photos of me to have some memory from my first real mosh pit experience. I will not show them because my face is not censored there. and I am not ready to reveal my face just yet. It may come one day though. So I was just in the mosh pit, and eventually I also I also was riding the wave above the heads of other people. They were carrying me on their hands, like so many others, and I was I was so glad I could finally try it out for myself. And you know, everyone was super chill. Metal Fest is like real nice. The metal community is super sweet. Unless you find elitists from black metal community. These guys told me that I don't like black metal when I listened to it. Just because I had an anime profile picture. Imagine the gatekeepers. Well, but we had, like last year, the last band to play, the star of the show, was actually a black metal band called Dimmu Borgir. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but that was great. I started listening to them because of that. But you know, commenting on Facebook, holy shit, I know this guy from this unnamed black metal band. Yeah, I will not reveal that because it's kind of bad band. Not bad in technicality, but in what the dude has done. If you're a black metal fan, you may know who I'm talking about. So, and the dude just told me, you have a profile picture. You shouldn't be talking about black metal. And I'm like, dude, it's just a profile picture I made for myself like 8-9 years ago. I just didn't bother to change it. I listen to black metal. Don't gatekeep, come on, man. And he just kept like, gatekeeping. I really didn't expect a metalhead like me would be gatekept from a subgenre of metal. That's so weird. Well, I'm coming back to the mosh pit experience. It was actually with a band called Amaranth. If you know it, it's like electro metal with deathcore vocals from a guy, and they also have a clean vocal singer. It was great. Like, they have such good energy for parties. I just had to go there into the mosh pit and just enjoy it, even though it was raining before. I was there with I don't know if that person is actually a girlfriend of our friend there. But I've seen them kiss, so maybe, who knows. I'm not the one to look into it. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing around here with the screen. I'm sorry, I'm so autistic or something. No, I'm not. No worries. So, that was incredible. And I was there with that, let's just say girlfriend of our friend. I can't pronounce girl properly. Whatever. So I was there with her. And we were in the mosh pit together, and we both had the same experience. I just had it a little less than her. But I was there to pick her up when she fell. Like, you know how mosh pits go, right? You guys who were on metal shows, you know how mosh pits go. You push each other around in the mosh pit, and you have a very high chance to fall unless you're very skilled on your feet and just know how to balance yourself. So she fell, I picked her up, and other than that we had a pretty good time. We were talking with other people that I obviously didn't know, because we were all drunk. And it was really fun. The next thing, I suppose the last thing I'll talk about regarding Metal Fest is the last day, the Sunday. Like, that day was cold as hell. Like, I'm sorry. I was just sitting on I was most of the time sitting on a bench, pretty close to the stage too, and trying to, like, rest up because I was that tired, and my body was hurting. Like, my lower back was crying for help. Because sleeping in a car is not exactly a great idea. Especially if you have a bad sleeping bag and, like, really thin thing to put under you. I don't know what it's called. Just like mattress adjacent something. Sorry, that word I can't remember. But it was pretty fucking great, I must admit. So, I was freezing in the rain. My pants were soaked, so were my socks and shoes. And holy shit. For the last band, I just had to get up and go down to the mosh pit just to stand around, not to run around in the circle in the middle. Because it is, if you know open air. Oh. Yay, my notifications work! Thank you for the follow! Hello, I'm Madlad. If you're new here, thank you. Thank you for checking this goober out. And I will continue talking about the story. So, if you know open air festivals, it is usually very warm right below the stage with other people just being like sardines. And I was glad I went down there, but the last 30 minutes were absolute torture because my back was just absolutely cooked. So I actually enjoyed the last band very much, and even the band before. The second to last band was actually called Ailstorm, and I didn't know it was pirate metal, but goddamn, that was a party. Absolutely great. And the other band, the last band was actually a mix of heavy metal with horror, and I don't know if you know it. They're pretty famous, and the band was called King Diamond. The singer from that band actually sang. Wait, what am I saying? Is a singer of the band called Merciful Fate. So if you're a metalhead, you will know what I'm talking about. Maybe, who knows? And I actually really liked the last band. King Diamond is actually very sweet. Like if you had seen it, that was a show. Like the singer is an ex-opera singer, and holy shit, he knows how to put on a show. He had so many masks he switched between during the show, and they had like so many band members, and they were all running around. And, holy shit. You had to have been there to know what I'm talking about, unfortunately. But there are many recordings of them on YouTube, so if you want to check out King Diamond live, you can. Their shows are absolute peak, absolute cinema. And I highly recommend it. So that was Metal Fest, which ended on June 8th, which was Sunday. And I finally came back. Today. After my 1 year hiatus or something. Was it a year and a half? Oh, I don't even remember. It was so long. Yeah, I'm sorry for not being there. But I'm glad I could return to the streams again. I missed it. It's really fun. So, so what do we do next? Okay. I hope you have fun. I don't know if you're into metal, but if you are, then you'll have a great time. We should. Oh yeah, I remember. I can show off what my model can do. I got like so many toggles, which I don't even remember the buttons for, because I set it up so long ago. But I can show you some stuff. So I can do this. And I don't have a hood anymore. And I can take it off. It's really shit. I've done it when I couldn't really think of a design with proper colors and, you know. I really tried. I just did what came to my mind. But the next model I'm working on will be absolutely great. I'm going to look at some videos to see how I can improve the model quality in the Live 2D Cubism app, because I struggle with like shape textures in Live 2D Cubism. I really don't know how to assign it properly because they always start looking super weird and super pixelated. And like if I move them around, they will usually break. So I'm gonna learn first how to do the thing with texture atlas and stuff. And hopefully I reap some results. By the way, what I showed you isn't the only thing my model can do. I can also be very smug. And wait, that's not the right button. This. I can be sad. It looks more neutral than sad, but it works at least. Next thing is angry. Yeah, I made some expressions for myself. My new model will have way more, because I actually learned how to do that stuff, and I made the objects for it. But this is what I have so far. And since I'm a metalhead, I also got some pretty neat metal makeup. Okay. That's pretty much all my model can do. I will not show you the bottom, however, nor the hand. Guys, I did this model so fast that it has some anatomical errors that, you know, on my hand on the left side, it has an error, and it's super bad. Oh, Jesus. Well, okay, so we've got about 50 minutes till I have to end stream, just in case I lose my free space to do so. So we could do whatever. I think I'll put the hood back on. I actually downloaded a game, but I don't think I'll have enough time to actually do anything significant in it. It's actually free right now on Epic Store. It's called Ogu and the Secret Forest. I totally fell in love with the art style, and the trailer really put it in a great light. I don't know if I should turn it on right now though. At first I really wanted to start rigging my new model here on my return stream. However, I realized that would be pretty bad when I don't know what I'm doing. But maybe I could compare my model a little to the old one. Like, if you can see, I can actually look like I'm turning my head, unlike in the last model, where I don't know what I was doing, and I don't know how I figured out how to do the x-axis rotation for head. But the head on my last model wasn't moving at all. And I got a bit better face tracking. And to be frank, it really boiled down to just... The face tracking boils down to just first getting the right shapes for your face in the Life to the Cubism. And while it's not the best, well, I could still use some more expressivity in the face. It is much better than the last one. And the expressivity actually boils down to settings in VTube Studio. I learned that like a few months ago, and I can't believe how bad I was before. Like I already tried making like 5 models, while I only used 2 of them. Because the other ones were like either not working or just looked absolutely horrible. Wait, I can give you a preview of what the next model might look like. Okay, wait, if I find a picture, I actually can do that. Hold on, let me do it here. Oh no, I forgot it's gonna take a while to title a new source for the OBS tabs. Let me call it something random, like you can. Okay, I'm going to. I already sent the concept on my Twitter. Okay, this is a big picture, like it's giant and it's gonna be quite pixelated when I zoom out. Okay, I'm already making it smaller. Okay, you saw that flash on the screen, yeah? Wait, it's still so big. As you can see, I'm very proud of the face I made. If you don't like the makeup, I can toggle it off. I actually made it. I'll make it toggle. Let me zoom out a little more. So this perfectly encapsulates my my taste in music, and as you can see, I hold an instrument. I have a bass. I tried to get inspired by the bass I have at home. Oh my god, that's really pixelated. Even I can see it. Wait, let me zoom in on the bass. I tried to get inspired. However, this bass looks much better than the one I have at home. Let me zoom in a little more. I made it a toggle where I can flip the bass. However, you can't really see that right now. But on the other side it says, try stealing a different bass. And then a slur. Like, not really a slur, but like, it was supposed to be an intimidating comment. It's quite stupid, but that's fine. So, when I showed this to my friends, they told me, what's that Hitler adjacent looking thing? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I can't wait to make a rig, actually. I'm going to... I don't think I've expressed this enough in the past, but I really love rigging models. I actually want to have that as a job. I would love that. It's still so pixelated. No, the ratio. I don't know. Like, you see the spikes here. Those will look way different when I rig the model. Uh, but like, I couldn't really do that in Clip Studio Paint. Also, there's going to be a lot of toggles. As you can see, there's a hand holding the base that isn't connected. And that's because it will be connected when I finally rig it. I will be able to take off the coat, the head too. So makeup will also be toggleable. I don't know what I just said, but it's okay. The bust doesn't have to be always visible either. And wait, let me zoom in on the face. I got so many expressions for this one. I don't have them here because it's just a PNG of the model. But I'm planning something really big. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. Wait, let me zoom in a little more. If you can see, can you see a difference in the eye? Wait, let me zoom in here too. As you can see, the eyes I have on my current model are actually quite dull. There's a lot of gray undertone to it. And I realized that it's going to be way nicer if I put some more colors into it, like yellow and pink and purple. And also green. So basically my eyes are rainbow now, but predominantly they are blue. Ah, wait. Okay, I'm back. Let me. Ah! I don't know what if. Okay, I can't find the. I can't zoom out anymore. Wait, there. Let me make it smaller. And let me turn that off. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, is there anything you would like to do right now? Do you want me to do anything? Because I'm about ready. I'm about ready to end the stream and oh yeah, I can do. I'm actually participating in a certain specific event that isn't really public, and I really need to work on that one right now. And oh yeah, yeah, the colors are looking way better because I started proper. I can't speak. I started actually learning color theory. And I realized that red, white, and black actually go along very well. And I did blue, like I have blue eyes, so I had to put red into the clothes because that also is contrasting with one another, and like you need to have contrast. And red looks really good on black. I wish I wasn't just like I wasn't just talking about theory and I was actually painting, but right now what I have to paint is not something I can really show because it's not supposed to be public, and I don't think I'll ever be able to show it on stream. But there's a lot of work that has to be put into it, so I don't know if I should do anything at all or just end the stream right now. I'm kind of running short on time. I only have a week for a full body painting. And those can take a lot of time. Like, the fastest I've ever been in making full body drawings was like 14 hours. And I am able to draw like for 14 hours straight. I don't recommend it. It's really bad for your health. And I usually don't even eat during that time. Like I'm so focused on drawing that I don't even feel hungry, and then when I finally finish, I just start dying of hunger. I need help. I need to hit the gym to actually... yeah, I need to hit the gym. I'll do that on school campus. when I enroll. Okay, I think unless you want me to do anything else, I will end the stream. I tried to make new like opening and ending screens. However, only on the ending one turned out pretty good, so you're gonna see it. But it's still bad because I didn't use any color theory, it's just black and white. Okay. I'm so glad I turned on the recording. Okay, if you hadn't got me before, I will be uploading the VOD on YouTube, so that we have it eternalized. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to. After learning for leaving exams, my physique totally plummeted. I will hit the gym. I'll take care of myself. I'll be sleeping longer than 3 hours. So, thank you for coming, and I will see you whenever that is. I don't have a schedule anymore. It will probably be a collab with friends, and take care of yourselves, and see you next time. Bye!